And then the other people I'm not seeing, the akina nani. I hope it will be shared, eh? Yeah. But Kiri is here. Kiri for the other person who has been supporting us in Mbugwa. Yeah. So, good afternoon. Yeah, I think this is an impromptu press briefing, and I will not take a lot of time. The reason why I've called you is just to yesterday, particularly in our multinationals. So I've called you to, as a governor of Bomet, and being the host of a section of the multinationals, and being the governor of the people also who are affected, to register my displeasure with what we saw yesterday in Kericho. Because the same will also spill over to us in Bomet. And for the last several months, we have also witnessed a lot of bad blood between our residents, especially in Konoin, with the multinationals. This has been an issue that has been out there. We have been debating even in our FM stations, in social media, and even in forums that we have within the community. There are a few things that I want to underline. One, we have a legitimate claim on the issues that we have always been agitating for as a community. Secondly, it is also very important to understand that as much as we have this legitimate claim, there is also a process. There is also a civil way of addressing some of those challenges. It is important to understand that we are in a very difficult time as a country. Our economy is ailing, and our president is busy running all over the world, shopping for friends who can invest in our country, looking for partnership, and it is quite unfortunate. And I think part of the problem that we have is leadership. The way we talk to our young people, we are encouraging them to engage in violence, to resolve their issues in a very violent way. Yes, we have legitimate claim, but is there a civil way of addressing some of those problems? That is the question that you should be asking ourselves. Because I want to underline that what happened in our tea estates, our multinationals, will not just affect the tea industry. It will spill over to all the sectors. It will affect all the investors in whatever area, in whatever sector. Because you remember that these investors come from some countries. They go through their embassies. I'm very sure, even yesterday evening, the president must have received calls from the respective embassies voicing their concern of what is happening in the investment of their own people. Yes, the land is ours, but the business belongs to other people. So if we have issues, can we sit down and resolve these issues in a civil way that will not brand us like we are criminals? Personally, as the governor of Bomet, there is a process that I am following. And I'm not a sellout to just agree on things. But I have an in-depth understanding of the environment where we are playing. And I would not encourage my people to engage in criminal activities Because what we witnessed yesterday, what we have been witnessing for the last several months is criminal. And I'm not party to that. I will not encourage my people to engage in criminal activities. I will follow your rights. In fact, one thing that we had agreed with the multinational was for a surveying of the land. Once we know this is the excess in terms of the land that was leased to this multinational, we were to sit down and agree what will happen with this excess. Because I think we have excess land. Secondly, there was this story about the 15% shares that was being sold to the community. If I remember very well, and the people standing behind me are my witness, I told the multinational that the James Windley, that now that you've given us 15%, leave it to us as a community. We will sit down with the leadership and the residents of Bomet and probably Kericho and make a decision about the same. The same thing will apply to the excess land. It will be up to us to decide on what we will do about that land. It should also be understood very well that what James Finlay did, they didn't send the land. The land belongs to us as a community. What they were selling is their business. So I don't want our leaders misleading the public and projecting some of us to look like we are selling the land. We are not. So please, our residents in Bomet and Kericho, let us not brand ourselves as criminals, because that is the press statement that was released today. We are even making matters worse, because the people who are employed in those multinationals are now being released to go home. So are we saving the situation, or we are making it even to be worse? Because when they scale down the activities, it means they are also scaling down on the number of people who are employed there. And by the way, this is a business. This is our economy. And if we want to create more room for employment, then all of us should find a way of making our economy to be vibrant. And that is why we always insist that kila mtu afanye kazi. Let us not look up to multinationals to employ us. Not all of us will be employed. Even my office will not employ everybody. But can we make our economy to be vibrant so that at least each and every one of us will get an opportunity where anaweza jishikilia to support themselves and their families. Otherwise, I want to condemn, to say I'm not party to that, I will not support. Thank you. En kutit ko kamwa ale kakurogen kasarta nenwach asikobit amwawok ale maboiboenchi kit nekwokeren amut en komosta nebo Kericho. O ng'alechoton koayak kobwone akoi Bomet amun multinationals ichu king'ololen komi Kericho ak komi Bomet. Kit nekomoche kora akimit mising ko kamoche amwa ale kitindoi kesit nekim ko ki biikab Kalenjin, ko ki biikab Kipsigis chebo Kericho ak Bomet. Lakini kimuche keyai kesinyon koik nechoriren amun yekiyaech ko ki biik chemoisibi ng'atutik, keng'olole ko ki kandoik en kebeberta kokakitononen foundation nemakararan. Nekomoche asom ale ngandan kitindoi what I am describing as legitimate claim, ng'oliot nekimwoe kele kesit nekim, lakini kemoche kora kisib en oret nekararan. Mi ng'atutik chekisibi, mi ofisisiek chekebendi, mi ng'alalet nekeng'olole. Amoche amwa ale maboiboenchi ak amoche amwochi kandoikyok tugul chebo Kipsigis, Kericho ak Bomet, amoche keng'ololchi lagokyok komie. Atepto non kobit amut nekibele moshinisiekab biik, nekibendi kora keawenchin akot asikarik, ngandan molele motindoi makosa, komaiyanat ak amoche amwa ale kwa governor nebo Bomet komasupporteni atepto neu non. Ako akuitosi ak angen ele yoche ketiech asikobit kinakten. Kamwa ale president nenyon ko kokoruto ako rutechin emotinwek alak komebore wendi kong'ololen ng'alek alak. Ng'ololen ngotot kenomwech eun kobwa biik alak ak konde rabinikwak Kenya asikobit koik vibrant economy nenyon ko kotya masirech multinational komi kasisiek cheimuche kesirech en gaa. Lakini ingotesetai kwendi taa ko echek chechutu en atebet neya. Kebel tugukab biik, kewir korikab biik, kebut chogetab biik. Maiyanat atepto neu non ako kimako atebenyon non ko ki biikab Kalenjin. Ne amoche ale moyoni ako ma kebebertab bichoton. Nebo oeng amoche amwa ale mi kasibutik chekesibi. Imuche komaking'olole ng'alek chechang, lakini kingen ile kityeche kot koityi borotet bikyok. Agenge en tuguk chekakiyonjine ako nekikiyan ko kesurveyen kapchain mi mbaret ne excess ne yekakesurveyen koyoche kibur ak keng'alal kele kilionjini ne excess. Mi kora 15% ak amwa ale baoronikyuk chetonondos en tai ireyu koboto MCA nekaker en yu amun kimi ko kit nekiamwochi biikab Finlays ko kiamwochi alenji bas kaoproposen ole okonech 15% chebo shares chebo biashara ma nebo mbaret amun mbaret ko nenyon. Obokokwech keng'alal kele kilionjini 15% ichu. Ma icheket chemwoe kole bendi kole. Echek chebongoni. Kebongoni yon kakibur ak kandoik tugul ak kibur ak biikab Bomet ak Kericho ak kemwa kele kilionen 15% ichu. Ako kikakimwa kele mi room kora kotakinakten. So kemoche kora kerib amun kit nekayak en kapchain komebwat ile bo kapchain inegen. Itu akot bakoit akoi koreng'ung. Nome chito karon mbaret ak kole motindoi nenyun ingepchei twan anan koib biashara neng'ung ingepchei twan. So komakimoche atepto neu non. Makimoche koboisien biik kipcholwoginik cheketindoi kora en community kesit nekakimwoe kele kakiib ko nenyon akoboisien konyor tugukwak amun ngeboran malik chebo chito ako nemakurengei kapchain komakararan amun koker kakiwir M-Pesa nebo chito, kewir Equity Bank, so ko katako chaik anan kakoik tuguk alak. So amoche asom ak amoche asom kandoikyok ongeng'ololchin. Amoche chi tugul kobiman ng'alekyik. Yon kewe taitab biik komatiwe excited missing. Tor ing'alal ng'alek cheimose kora lagokyok chemengechen. So amoche asom inenon ale ongeng'ololchin lagokyok kong'eten gaa, mang'ololchin kityo kandoik, ongeng'ololchin lagokyok kong'eten gaa. Ongisib kora ng'atutik chemiten. Maton keibun boriet en kasarta kakerkeit kakitumchi tam komwoe biik kole kakitumchi beek ele chabai. Amun inguni keng'olole ng'alekab sukaruk kokoba barak. Tuguk tugul kokoba barak. Aini kione investors chekomi sitakesoben ano. Noe kole this multinational kotindo mobwat ole icheken chemi en sektaitab chaik. Mi kebeberwek tugul. Ne ayoni ale kot amut ko lazima konyor president simoisiek kong'eten embassies. Nei pichait neya. Kokonech ko ki biikab Kalenjin pichait neya. Kokochi our president pichait neya. Kitindoi a legitimate claim. Lakini ongisib en oret nekararan. Ak amoche amwa ale makebebertab kit anan biik chewechowechi tugukab biik alak. Akot ndami makosa ongisib en oret nekararan. Asikarik keng'ololchini akichek sikobit kohandolen bikyok en oret nemie. Amamoche keusaus biik, lakini komatimutyi akinye tabut. Amoche kisib en oret nekararan. Ako kaamwa ale angen komie ele yoche ketiech. So obokokwech kiandolen ak asome ine leaders chebo Kericho Bomet. Ongibur, ongeng'alal tugul, ak kiyum bikyok, ak keng'ololchi bikyok koteben atebet nekararan. Kitindoi kesit nekararan, lakini maton kebrandenech ki criminals. Maton kebar uchumi nekimwoe kele ongenomchin eun president. Koiku echek chekabar ko ki biikab gaa. So ongisib komie, noton amoche asom ako somenyun non. Mamache angalal on behalf of other institutions, lakini oyoni amun isibi akichek tuguk chekisire social media, tuguk chekimwoe, kit nekisome kityo ko ndami chi nekekere koinsaiteni biik plus koib akine chi tugul milenyin. Makimoche kelaa community miletab chito agenge. Ako makimoche keboisien nafasini en ng'alekab siasa. Please. And that is why sometimes we have to make unpopular decisions. Takingen kele bo imanit. So, komamoche koboisien chi ng'alekab kapchain en siasa. Inonoton ko sobetab bikyok. So, ako mamoche keboisien en siasa kabisa. Matiyaige iku popular because of politics in tea. Ongeiku popular en boisiet nekokiyochi biik ak keng'alal tuguk cheteche bikyok. So, maton keboisien an unfortunate situation to build ourselves politically. That one I condemn.
This situation. Those expecting leadership to go get shot for them. Can reconcile the leadership at community about the multinationals?
I think the first thing that we need to do as leadership ko yoche ketuiyo korong kengalal. Okamwa koleon kotesetai ngalalet. Makilelen komokomi ngalalet nekomi. Kotesetai ngalalet. Ako makimoche tam personally komomoche asut tuguk kemache tomo korurio. So mi ele koait akot en ngalalet komi ele koait. Lakini ngebore kichobe otumchini beek ma. Mator korurtos tuguchu ka. So omoche kechopto ano tuguchu. Yache keteben noton iman. Amun ngesisike ko doesn't mean momi kit netesetai. Mi ngalalet nekotesetai. Ak kekere kele kilyon. So the first thing that we need to do koyoche ketuiye ngoki kandoik. Lakini tinyi au ng'ololchi biik tuguk cheteche. Mating'ololchi biik ile nenyon mbarani lyonen. Yes, nenyon mbaret. Lakini mi kakwautik chekisibi. Matibein saiten lagokyok koba ak kiumisan ak kong'em tugukab biik. Mamache ng'alechon kabisa. Yeah. I think
kosipkei ak ng'alalanan ak boisiet nekitestai en kapchain keibwo report nekiyakinde assembly kotko kiyak keng'alal ak kele ndamukokse kechop task force koker boisionoto of which the line neko gavana kemi ak echek en assembly kounoto. Kimiten fees so kimoe investors. We don't have to chase away people who come and invest in our land. Ako ngotko mi kit nemoche keyai kemoche keyai en kalyet ak kiyonjine ko ki kandoik chebo Kericho ak biik chetinye ak multinational ichotet. Otherwise kimoche amani ako makilelen kiyeten biik tugukyok chemi yun chenyolu keker lakini kimoe kisib oret nenyolu ako nekoriyoni kora biik tugul kokakiyonjin. Mamiten komosta age nenyolu kwo barak saiti ako biik tugul chetinye boisionoto en yotet. So when we come together ak ketebote komang'wansa. So kou yon kamwa gavana kemi ak echek ko assembly nebo Bomet kele kimoe ng'alalet nekitebotos ak kiyonjin kit agenge ne notet. Makiyoe ki boriet asikobit kit nekararan nekimoche. Kit age tugul ketebotos. So our investors ketoche okitokemoe investments koba biik chechang amun choton chetoreti uchumi nebo komoswekyok tugul. Ko makimoe kitengis KRM biik chenyone koyoe boisiet en korenyon. Kingen kele miten tuguk challenges chemi lakini kemoe keboisien approach ne collect ak biik tugul chetinye boisionotet non tesetai en kapchain. Anibuch tunasema asante ko ki Bomet en gavana amun kimoche oret nebo kalyet nebo boriet. Asante.
Thank you. You want to make a comment, Chair Agriculture?
Kongoi missing in arobe eut ng'alalet nekakomwa kandoik chekando mabotech kebeberta ne cheng'en imanit komosta nebo buchoit. Akamwoe ale because the press is here, we will look for appropriate time to explain the outright situation of the land piece of it, because the motive part of the discussion is the land. Meje kemwoe biik kyok kelenji kisirchin multinationals koyonchinet ak serikalitshekab Kenya chekicheta. Ako Kenya is a signatory to the League of Nations. Kingisirto ng'atutietab Constitution of Kenya 2010 ko kikiyoshe kele kikonyiti koyonchinoshek chekimi batai. Ko kiisto noto ke justifyen kele kikakireben kipsigisiek mbarenichu en oret nekimako noto. Ko non tesetai nguni kapkirwok kocheng'e imanit. Ko ngeyai miscarriage of justice konyo kebirishe matin kotokiborostech kele kakisindonishe. Ko kamwa the maxims of equity en ng'atutik kole he who comes for justice must come with clean hands. Iba kakimurite eunek ak kechopchini amitwogik. So kou yekamwa gavana kole makiyoni konyorchigei chito umaarufu nebo kisiasa en oret nekichochoni wananchi. Amache amwa akane ale chi neimeche ng'echeret en taa oyee ma oret inoni. Asome any akane non komene ng'echeret neimeche irib anan neimeche sikekonin icheng formula age matongebe buchoit. Nebuch kot kele buchoit we can all do it, but if it is not right then we will have to avoid it. Koki county assembly nebo Bomet kokikisirte ng'atutiet nekikikonu chomchinet kele governor chop task force sikosib kakwaetab mbaret kenai kele tiana. Ko nekang'et nekakiker kele mobo kapchain abacham kokombwani eka 10 ako eka 10 ak mut netinye ko ekarisiek chu mut keng'ololen kele kelyonjin inonitet. Ko agenge en oratinwek chekinyorunen answer nebo koimutik chekitindoi. So en kerenyu amache asom biik chekomi Kericho chekong'ololen Kericho cheboto biik chemwoe kole kilewenkei kondochi oratinwekab Kipsigis ole obwa mutyo. Mi kandoinatet neaseseni State House, aseseni embassies tugul, tindoi chomchinet kong'ololjin ak emotinwek chebo kimataifa. Ko echek chekimi gaa oyongetep matongerwai. Kimi ole very critical en ng'alekab uchumi akot en kalyet nebo emet kotugul. Kot kebe area sikere kibiregei en Congo, biregei biik en Somalia, ko ngeyai experiment ak keyoe PE en Kenya koribore keker ko kakeit yoto ko makararan. Kongoi.
Thank you. Oh yes, yes.
Okay, kongoi missing kainenyun ko Leonard Arap Rotich, Deputy Speaker nebo Bomet County Assembly. Amoche amwa akane ale maat agenge nekokitumchi beek ko nebo County Assembly nebo Bomet. Amun kokakepitishan motion nekokakonech bongonutik che agenge konon kakemwa kele kechop task force, nebo oeng kokile kepiman keketyi kora mbaranotet ak keker ng'alekab 15% cheu kakamwa gavana. Ko kokitesetai ng'alalanotet ketesetai ak bongonutiotet keker kele kakinyoru suluhisho nebo ng'alekab multinationals ak kapchain. Ko kokimi komie koki Bomet o mobotech ng'alek chekoa kora chebo ng'emet nebo mashinishek kora chebo biik chetoek chekikobwa emenyon konyo koyai boisionik. Kingen kele kapchain non ketindoi akechek koki Bomet o ngechop komuche kowo nekanyo Bomet. Lakini ko makiyoni boisiet kora neu non nekokeyai ak alenjini kandoik akane ongisip oret nekararan kora nekonech faida en tai yu. Matongeitu nongen ale vijana eleo chekoyai boisiononitet ko kamoche asom missing alenji matongeboisien kora koribokeker ko kakeyai boisionik kora chemakororon. Sikoi echek chekakibut o kotengan boisiek mbarano nekakimoe kechopwech kandoik any kenyorun borotet ko kakiitu ak keyai kora en oret nemanyolu. So ko kongoi missing gavana amun en tetutik kora chekokisibi tugul akobo ng'alekab multinationals o kokakeker kele kibendi elemi. So asome kandoik ale siketuiyen kora ak keng'alal amun among'u ale manyolu ko oret non momi en echek nekiyoni kele kibendi direction non kokakiker. Kongoi missing ako toretech kamuktaindet en tai yon kenyoru suluhisho nebo ng'alekab mali chekitindoi en mbarani bo Kipsigis. Kongoi missing.
Kongoi.